Okay, Dr. Khaliq Alim, formerly Dr. Jose Fleming. How long have you been in the industry?
In the industry for approximately 25 years now.
Okay, so you are the co-author of MediSin.
Yes, co-authored the book, MediSin, along with Dr. Scott Whitaker. Um, I The book was published in 2005, and the book came to me in my dream,
Okay.
and in December of 2004. And considering the epidemic of malnutrition, disease, and the medical sins that are wreaking havoc on the entire world, I decided to title the book MediSin.
Okay. And can you share an explanation of why so many diseases are affecting the African American community or the general public?
Well, two reasons: nutritional deficiency, toxicity, and along with ignorance. Most of our people are experiencing degenerative disease such as cancer, heart disease, fibromyalgia, lupus, because of the exposure to a toxic environment, a a toxicity within the household, along with very, very poor diet due to the commercialization and refined and adulteration of food, which is causing the body to break down, and not just in the African American community, but the nation worldwide. But our people are experiencing degenerative disease mentally, physically, and even spiritually because of our lack of knowledge. And in the book of Hosea, my people are destroyed for lack for knowledge. And so, yeah, there is an epidemic among cancer, with even with our children at this time, and it thoroughly needs to be addressed.
Okay, thank you. So, what is the solution to the disease crisis?
The solution to the crisis is being more informed. Okay, we're lacking information. We're lacking the interest of acquiring information. We don't read enough, along with the masses of people. Don't read enough. We take everything for granted. It's not just African American people. It's people of all races in this country and cultures. We are subdued and challenged with a form of trickology in the commercialized food industry as well as the medical industry. So we need to take our health into our own hands and acknowledge that we are actually violating God's law of natural life.
Okay. Okay. Now, I became aware of the many women that are experiencing fibroids and cancer. Can you speak on that?
One of the underlying causes of fibroids and breast cancer among women across the board is plastic and petrochemicals. Plastic gives off a product called bisphenol A, which wreaks havoc on the endocrine system and elevates the estrogen level by producing something called exogenous estrogens, which are synthetic estrogens. And the plastic also, the bisphenol A, gums up the receptor sites in the membranes throughout the body. So we actually retain more toxins, and it's hard to actually purge more toxins out of the body. So a woman fibroids production, whether it be estradiol, estriol, increases, and the progesterone numbers decreases. And the next thing you know, women even at an early age, as in their teens, are starting to marginally endure the fibroid development. Okay, and this is why you see a lot of our sisters out there, a lot of women, they cramp, they have extreme inflammation. That's because of blood stagnation that's in a uterine area, and that is coming from the plastic, along with the shampoos that contains parabens, which are a variety of chemicals, again, petrochemicals, things like sodium lauryl sulfate, cocamine DEA, that you see in the masses of shampoos and conditions that are out there. And what we don't realize, everything we put in our body as well as outside our body goes right through the liver. So again, over time, it wreaks havoc at a cellular level, and actually has an effect on the gene factor. And so we're not able to not only purge toxins, but we're starting, women particularly develop fibroids over time, even fibrocystic breast disease. So this is what's going on. We're not aware about what we're putting into our mouth. We're drinking bottled water, which is okay if it was bisphenol A free, but everybody's gotten into the water thing, and definitely, it's basically a choice between the two evils: fluoridated water versus bottled water. They both wreak havoc on the immune response. As I discussed with you earlier, fluoride is a toxin. It's a pesticide, sodium fluoride, and there's a direct link between fluoridated water or fluoride and cancer. So, women definitely need to be more mindful in what they use on the body and what they consume, and because it just does not come out of thin air. Okay, so we need to change our diet. We need to get more. Become more aware of what we consume. And the fast food has a lot to do with the fibroids. MSG, high fructose corn syrup, things that cause blood stagnation. So, most of my clients that come to me take them through an immediate detox, modify the diet, and introduce them to several modalities that decrease blood stagnation and create a more harmonious cycling between the estrogen and progesterone.
Okay, very good information. Thank you. So what is your next project?
My next project is to update the book on MediSin, which would be even more informative, and the NutriSins book, which is making people more aware of the food that they're consuming. And it's actually causing wreaking havoc on the human physiology. Talk a little bit about GMOs, genetically modified organisms, food dyes, nitrates, nitrites, things are in meats, how meat is processed. A lot of foods that cause inflammation throughout the entire physiology in the body. So we're consuming more bulk matter. We're not actually consuming food. We're consuming bulk matter, synthetic products, and foods that are coming from a factory and not a farm. So that's what NutriSin is about. It's going to be a very informative book. It would be something that everyone would want to read along with MediSin. So you can be also more mindful about the actual medical sins that are being exercised in the medical industry or so-called healthcare industry, which is actually a disease care system, not a healthcare system, because the healthcare system focuses on prevention, complementary alternative therapy to help prevent the manifestation of disease. So they both books will complement each other, and I definitely encourage everyone out there to use it as a guide for themselves as well as their family and the future generations of all people.
Okay, thank you so very much, Dr. Khaliq Alim, author of MediSin, and we look forward to your book, NutriSins. Thank you so much.